Okay, so what I wanted to do off the bat, and unfortunately it's alive, so it's not like you can fast forward past it, but I was going to wing it today. I was going to just get whatever message I could for you, and like I normally do. But I was very intuitively guided with a very specific message for all of you today, and that was the transformation of a lifetime. Some of you have been going through this. You're going to resonate with this 100%. You've been going through a transformation for probably a year, if not a little bit more. Some of you, a few months, but it's a long time, right? And you know this because part of this transformation is the size of it is going to hold you back because you can't go through a transformation this big in a short period of time. And you also can't do it while you're busy with life, busy with work. I don't know how else to put it. You're likely going to find that if this resonates with you, your finances have suffered over the last year because work has suffered. And that, again, it's because, wow, I just looked at the clock. It's 11:22. 11:22 represents everything speeding up and moving at twice the speed. Oh, my camera's not going to cooperate here either. Can you all still? Okay, good. 9 months. Wow. Okay. Like I said, it's a long time, but I want to point out that if you have a really bad day, like I had yesterday, this live was supposed to take place yesterday. And right from the time I got up till the time I went to bed, it basically was a day that felt like someone or something else was in charge, and it was not going any direction I wanted it to go in. That's how you know you're coming out of another transformation, okay? Because as you come out, it's like holding a fish in your hand and you squeeze. And to get the head out, you got to squeeze a little bit harder. And as the head starts to squeeze out, then the body just flies out. That's what happens when we go through a transformation and we come to the close of it. It's like we're being birthed, literally. It's a rebirth, right? So that's what yesterday was all about for me. And that's why I believe today the intuitive message for you is what it is, the transformation of a lifetime. And that's why it couldn't take place yesterday, because I had to experience what I experienced yesterday so I could pass that on to you guys, okay? This is not any transformation. It's not like anything else. This is going to catapult you all into something fantastic, something that you're not even going to recognize. This is going to be, oh, I know you keep hearing this. I know as readers, we keep getting the same messages. Your wishes are coming true. Everything you've wanted is being granted. It's true. It is. It's just taking time. That's why we keep also hearing, be patient. I know we're all sick of hearing that, but there is no clock on the other side. Spirit does not function by way of our time like we do. Okay, so this is going to happen when it's going to happen, hopefully. Okay, so what I want to do in this now is find out exactly what we can expect for the transformation. So let's do that. Again, I apologize. This is that same deck that somebody sent me, oh, probably 2-3 years ago. I love the deck. It did not come in a box or anything. Okay, so I apologize. Gus? Shh, that's enough. I should have taken him out of the room when I had the chance. I apologize, but he's a little uppity today. Probably because of all the energy yesterday that was flying through here. Anyways, I don't have the name of this deck, so I cannot put it down in the description box once the live is done. But let's find out what's headed our way. Okay, first card out. We've got the Ace of Swords. This is perfect because in this deck it says lack, because this is reversed, okay? This is reversed. This deck, right? So this is upright. This is reversed. And it says lack of ideas and inspiration. This is what we're coming out of. Okay? This is where you likely have been for the past year, several months, a little bit more than a year, but you're coming out of it. This is an end to the lack. Yeah, because what I'm getting from this is it feels like you couldn't even get answers. You know, you were going through this transformation and work wasn't happening. Your business wasn't happening. The finances were dwindling. You couldn't seem to, because what they're showing me in my mind's eye right now is somebody spinning. And as they're spinning, they're trying to grab something to stop themselves from spinning, and to no avail. And that's the worst thing we can do when we get into this place of being held back, for lack of better terms. The worst thing we can do is struggle. We just go deeper and deeper and deeper. It's like being in quicksand. But because of the lack of ideas and the lack of inspiration and the lack of what felt like your intuition working, it was still working. But like I said earlier, you needed to be held back because you were going through, are going through a major transformation. Okay? So that's what that was all about. Your second card is, again, it's in reverse. It's the Chariot. And it says blocked by obstacles, lack of direction, coercion, forcefulness, and powerlessness. Opposition, blocked by obstacles. So again, this is part of that transformation that's been taking place over the last year. And what's happening here is Spirit is just trying to make it clear exactly what you've been going through, because it has been for a long, long time. Now, you might recognize the transformation as for the last year or so, where you feel stuck. You're spinning your wheels. You're not moving forward. You're not really going anywhere that you want to go. But you're not also continuously in that negative pit. You know, you have good times, you have happy times, you have blissful moments, you have joy, you have all of that. Those are the little bits and pieces that you get between the transformations that have been taking place over the last year, okay? So you'll feel really good and you'll be going great for a week or two or three or four, and then all of a sudden you're back down in that, why isn't anything working for me? Why do I feel the way I feel? And that is because you're going through so many transformations over the time period, and you do come out of them because you do have to have a break from them. You can't transform for a period of a year and be okay, all right? So you have felt like there was a lack of direction. Absolutely. Your intuition didn't seem to even be working at some points. At other points it did. And powerlessness. That's a big one. Powerlessness. Feeling disempowered over the period of the year. Okay? I'm just going to take a look at the messages. You guys can hear me and everything okay still, I hope. Leonie, that's your name. Yes, retired early from my career of 21 years, in part to be a full-time caregiver for a parent who is transitioning over a year ago. Powerful transformation and rebirth. Yeah. Yeah, wild trip. Absolutely, JF. Absolutely. That, to say it mildly, it's a trip for sure. Okay, next card. Oh, again, in reverse. This is the Fool card. And impulsive when it's in reverse. Absolutely. Because of everything else that was taking place over that time period, you start to struggle. You get impulsive. You start to grab at anything you can because you just want to change the direction that you're headed in. Which, you know, it doesn't help, obviously, because it didn't take you anywhere. And sometimes it's even more harmful than good, right? One more card in reverse again. And you know what, guys? They're not all in reverse. I mean, we've got upright coming in, but not for us. Okay, this is the Eight of Pentacles. This is the card that came out for Uranus in, Virgo in Uranus, or Uranus in Virgo. This is what it's all about. Some of you, if you haven't checked your birth chart, there is a link down below once this is done going live that's for the Cafe Astrology. Go into the birth chart area. You'll be able to get a birth chart for yourself, and it's going to let you know where all of your placements are in Virgo, okay? I'm willing to bet that a lot of you are going to have a placement in Uranus because, or Uranus is in Virgo, because this came out with that video. It's repetition over and over. This is something that keeps playing out over and over and over. For me, it's the finances. They'll go up, they drop down to almost nothing. I get to this close to being critical mass, and the finances start to flow again. And they go up, and then they drop down, and they get this close to being at critical mass, and then they go up. This is the repetition. This is what's taking place in your life. This is what the transformation is bringing to an end. Okay? So this, for starters, one of your wish fulfillments, if you will, from this transformation is going to be finances. It's going to be around your finances. Bottom of the deck. Why should this be upright when the rest haven't been? Again, it's in reverse. And it's the Two of Wands. In reverse, it says reevaluate, stalled by lack of strategy, redefine your purpose and desires, reassess and make adjustments. This again was what your transformation was all about. It was taking you to that place, or it is taking you to that place where you are able to get a better grip on what your purpose is, what your desires are, and then make adjustments. And I've got to tell you that for me anyways, going through what I went through yesterday, I know that was me coming out of probably a smaller transformation. And I know I was going through it as well because my mom came to me the day before. My mom always helps me through the transformations. So anytime I get a feel that she's with me, it's like, oh, good, here we go, another transformation. So I all of a sudden today feel like I know what I want to do, and I'm going to do it, and it's going to be for me. It's no offense, you guys. It's not going to be anything that I do for anyone else but me. And we all have to go down that road, all of us. Because if there's not something in it for us, whatever it is we're doing, we start to, we lose interest. It starts to feel and look like work. It's something that we fall out of sorts. And when we're doing something that has something in it for us, it motivates us, it keeps us going. So that's what I'm feeling today from this transformation for me anyways, that I need to continue doing what it is that I want to do for me, that I want, what I want to put out. And because I'm doing for me and my energy behind it is that kind of energy, it's going to be great for all of you as well. And that's what you all are going to be realizing too. Okay, so now we're going to get some clarity here. We're going to use the Gaia Oracle deck. Okay, Janie Love, you don't know the hour you were born. That's okay. When you get your birth chart, just say time of birth unknown. All that changes is your rising sign. Everything else will come out the way it needs to, okay? That's for all of you too. If you don't know your birth time, that's okay. It just means your rising sign is going to be a generalized version of your rising sign, which will still work for you, okay? But it's just not going to be an exact rising sign. Clean up 24 years of lack of self-esteem and self-trust. Wow. Yeah, you definitely are going through a transformation. 8 years. Wow. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, so on the Ace of Swords and the reversed Chariot card, you've got apprehension, moving out into the world, doubt and fear. See, now this is why during this transformational period, we were being held back because we weren't ready. We weren't ready. If we had stepped out into the world and attempted whatever it was that we thought we might want to attempt, there was doubt, there was fear, it wouldn't have worked. You weren't ready. So this is the message here from Spirit is the reason you were held back is you weren't ready. You were not ready to move forward in the direction that you're meant to move forward in. But maybe you are now. Okay, so the Chariot in reverse and the Fool in reverse. We've got, ooh, Zen Garden, inner sanctuary. This is where you're being taken. The lack of direction, the powerlessness, the impulsiveness, all of this energy feels so, what's the word I want to use here? It's difficult, absolutely difficult, but it feels chaotic. It does feel impulsive. It feels like, oh my God, I need to do something. I have to move forward. I can't stay in this position anymore. I have to do something. But what you needed to do at that point in time really is go within. That's what it was all about. This Zen garden is inside of each and every one of us. This is your inner peace. And that's where we needed to get to before we could be empowered, before we could move forward out into the world, so to speak. We all have this Zen garden inside of us. And that's what this was doing. Spirit was forcing you to go within. I know I had to go within. I did so many, many times over the last year because I couldn't understand what was taking place. I had no clue. Is the camera blurry? I hope not. Slow it down. Okay, am I talking too fast for everybody? Am I talking too fast? Can somebody answer that, please? Or temperance. Okay, temperance, slow it down. I'm not talking too fast. You were receiving temperance card. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, temperance, be patient, yes. And you know what? Thank you. JF, is that it? Yes, JF. That is exactly what temperance and patience represent, slowing it down. You know, I'm sure the rest of you are in the same boat I'm in, or most of you anyways. When you want to move forward, when you see something you want to move toward, as Virgos, we just want to get there. We are not patient by nature. We see something we want. I have a girlfriend that used to say to me, Diane, you know what? When you make a decision to move in a direction, you're like Mach 1 with your hair on fire. That's true. And I think all Virgos are like that. It's just who we are. And that's why I think we find it so difficult to be patient. And we find it so difficult to hear that word patient, because we do not want to be patient. But it is about slowing it down. That's all it's about. Okay, so on impulsive and the Fool card and the Eight of Pentacles, which is repetition. Eight of Pentacles, I want to point out, this represents hard work, which is what you've been doing over the last year or several months. You've been working damn hard, but you've been working on yourself. And it's because of that work that work doesn't work, if that makes sense. Your finances are being depleted. Your career isn't moving in the direction you want it to. It can't, because you are working so hard inside on something else, okay? So now on the Fool and the Eight of Pentacles, you've got the Nine of Hearts. Oh my God, this is like the Nine of Cups, everyone. The Nine of Cups, like I said, this repetition that's been taking place, this playing over and over and over again, it's coming to an end because you are about to step into fulfillment, harmony, and protection. It's all about to be yours. Ooh, the energy is starting to feel so good right now. So good. Okay, where are we going now? Let's get a Synchronicity Oracle card. Do you guys have any Any requests for decks? Is there any decks that I use that you really, really like and want to see in this reading? Guys, I'm sorry I'm not really responding to too many of your comments. I just don't like to interrupt the reading too much because it is going to be a recorded version at some point, and others don't necessarily want, that weren't in the live, don't necessarily want to hear all that conversation. But okay. On the apprehension card, moving out into the world, doubt and fear, and the Zen card, inner sanctuary, you have visualized what you want. Your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, they're about to come true. You've got the Nine of Cups here, everybody. This is what this has all been about for this last year. All this hard work that you've been doing, and some of you 8 years, 10 years, whatever it is. This transformation that had to take place, that was a lot of work. And it was over a long period of time. So it's reward time. You're being paid for that. So visualize what you want, because Spirit is saying whatever you can dream and visualize can be yours. It's time. It's time. I don't know how else to say it. It's time. And now I look at the clock and it's 11:44. So that might resonate for some of you out there. I know I see that quite frequently. Okay. Just Ask Oracle. Now this is on, you're going to like this. This is on top of the Zen Garden or Inner Sanctuary, and Nine of Hearts or Nine of Cups, fulfillment, harmony, protection. This is your twin flame soulmate. Some of you are going through this transformation, these transformations, I should say, because it wasn't just one big one. It was, but it was, thank goodness, split up into several. But this is your twin flame. You're being groomed, if you will, and moved forward to your eternal soulmate relationship. If you're in a relationship now and it feels really good, it feels like a special relationship, you're already there, okay? Don't be walking away from this because you think, you're missing out on your twin flame, because that's not a message for you, okay? Those of you that are already in the relationship, though, this is your twin flame soulmate. If you thought it was, if you were thinking that this is pretty special, you were right. What are we going to get now? 5-5, change is coming. You got that right. 55 represents big change. Big change is coming. We also have, just so you're aware, this is something else that's coming through for me, is a big tower moment coming in. I'm surprised we don't have the tower card here, but you've got a big tower moment coming in, and that's okay, because it's a good tower moment, okay? It's not like the old versions that would come in and cripple you. This one coming in, it's just going to be an absolute shock to your system. Something that's going to, it's going to happen fast. It's going to happen out of the blue. It's going to be a shock, but not in a bad way. You're just not expecting it. It's something really unexpected, but good. Okay, let's get a Beyond Lemuria card here. That'll balance out the screen. I'll put it up over here. Now, every picture on the fronts of this deck are different, and then all the messages on the back are different. But this is such a cute little deck. Okay, here's your picture. Not sure this, yes, this one has come out. Ooh, I like it. Shine your light. No one can do as you can, yet We sometimes feel that we need to be a certain way, a way not aligned with our authentic self. It takes discipline to do what we love, especially if we are natural givers. This is what I was telling you earlier. This is where I'm at today, doing things the way I want to do them for me. That's what this is saying. It's easy to get caught up with other people's lives. Tending to our own needs harms none, and we will have a lot more to give. It's time to collect our light and shift the vibration here on earth, starting with our inner sense of being. The Zen card. You are a sovereign being. Ooh, yes, you are so powerful. Regain compassionate empowerment and remember what lights up your world. Everyone, this is a message coming through today strongly. Fill your cup. Fill your cup by doing what's good for you, what's right for you, what makes you happy, because that's the only way you can help others on the planet. It's the only way you can help anybody else out. Absolutely. By helping yourself first. I want to get 2 more cards. So if you're getting anxious here, I know this has gone on for so long. But I want this and I want to, okay, I don't know. Now I'm, okay, but we're going to get one more. This is Divine Doors. This is going to be a very special message for you. Oh, is this ours? Okay, there's 3 cards here, and Spirit says, yes, these are all ours. Okay, so pick your door, and that'll be your message, okay? I guess because there's many of you here, and Spirit wants you to get the right message. So have you picked your door? Okay, we're going to start with this guy, and then we'll go to the blue door. Okay, so this is your door. Oh my goodness, I just looked at how many are here. We've got 113 viewers here. I've been seeing 113 so much over the last couple of weeks. Okay, we've got intuition, simple, complex, words of pain or words that heal. You come to know truth by the way that it feels. I like that. Okay. Door number 2. If this is the door you chose, it says, secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories in sketches for others to find. I have been finding these things all over the place. For the most part, it's been rocks that people have been painting on. So they either put a really cute design on the rock or they say something on it. That is so cool. I like that. Okay, here is the other, it's more of a dilapidated window or doorway, but regardless, that's what it is. Now this one says, walkabout. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are your people. The earth is your tribe. In indigenous lessons, you find the will to survive. Yeah, do we ever need at times the will to survive? I needed it yesterday, I'll tell you. I haven't been through a transformation, funk, if you know, this is what I'm calling it, like that one yesterday in such a long time. Okay, now we need one more card. You guys, I want you to pick, okay? It's between the Power of Surrender and the Sacred Destiny deck. Which deck do you want me to use? Tammy, yes, you can watch from the beginning if you came in late. Does anybody have a preference? Sacred Destiny. Thank you, Tammy. I like your idea. Okay, Sacred Destiny. I love this deck. This deck. Oh, the messages in this deck resonate. This deck itself resonates with me so strongly. Oh, I'm going to go more, okay. I'm not sure why, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, okay. Still Still not sure why, but whatever. Okay, everyone. Oh, geez, this card's been coming out so much lately. Truth. I am going to read this for all of you because there is more to this than just truth, okay? And I don't want you to miss it. I'm sorry, this is taking so much longer than my readings usually do. It's that the time is flying by for me. Okay, truth. Song of the wind. Now, this could mean that the winds, how does that go? The winds of change, yeah, are blowing. Wind is in the realm of the air elements, one of the four elements of life: air, water, fire, and earth. Air takes form in the oxygen we breathe as well as in breeze. Air takes form in the oxygen we breathe, as well as in breezes and zephyrs. It also represents our communication skills. When we speak, it is the air that passes through our mouths that allows us to speak and communicate. Wind is also prana, the source of life. As you communicate your truth to yourself and others, you'll find new energy and vitality emerging within your life. The sacred landscape wants you to know this. Be honest with yourself and speak from your heart. Boy, does this resonate with the reading. Find your truth. Listen for what is sincere and honest in others. One of the most difficult things to know is what's true for you and what isn't. Sometimes it takes sincere silence to find your inner voice of truth. But once you find it, let go of anything in your life that isn't authentic. Share your truth with others. Release relationships in which you can't be yourself and can't be real. Being genuine can allow your spirit to fly and the song of your soul to be heard in the universe. Wow, that is so good. And I just saw that Joanne Moore wants Power of Surrender. Is that what you're asking for? Okay, let's do one more. I'm sorry, guys. This is going long, but that's okay. That's okay. We will get a Power of Surrender, and then we are going to close out this reading because we are, oh my goodness, I just looked at the clock, 11:55. So today, you're going to want to look into, like I told you, 11:22 is all about this energy speeding up to twice the speed, okay? 11:44, you're going to have to Google that one. And 11:55, Google that one, because 55 is all about big change. 11 is, to me, it's all about soul growth, spiritual growth. Okay, Power of Surrender. Ooh, surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. Absolutely. Isn't that a beautiful picture? That is nature, and that's where we need to go. We need to get out in nature a lot more than what we do. Okay, everyone. I want to thank you for being here. I hope this resonated. I do hope it helped you all. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next live.